Hello, it is 6:27 of 24, and I am back with another video on what I eat in a day on my keto journey. Today I am going swimming. It is around 11 o'clock. I want to eat before I go swimming, so I'm not super hungry, but I am a little hungry, and so that's why I'm not just kind of like eating a snack. I'm going to eat a full meal before I go. And I'm actually using two products for my meal this morning. So the first one is Kaizen pasta, which is made with lupin. Is that right? Lupini? It's a bean, I guess, or a nut. I'm not sure. But it's not made like with wheat. It's not a regular pasta. So it's got six net carbs per serving, 20 grams of protein, and then 130 calories. So a serving is 1/3 of this box, and it is kind of pricey. I want to say it was like $5 or $6 for this box of pasta. So I've just got some water on to boil, and I'm going to pour in about a quarter of the box, and you just cook it like you would any, pasta. So that's what I'm doing. And then the other item that I am using is interesting to me. I got it at Aldi. I need to turn this down a little. It is Park Street Deli sirloin steak tips with mushroom gravy. So I got it because I kind of really did enjoy some of those Kevin's Natural Food meals. It's not a full meal, but like the meat. And these were at Aldi. They were the same price as the Kevin's Natural Foods, but I was just there. So I picked this up. It looked good. And so like I said, it's Park Street Deli. It has like the Aldi, guarantee on it and stuff. And then I opened it up and it's actually in a Kevin's Natural Foods like tray. So this actually is Kevin's Natural Foods food, but just it's packaged in a different like brand. So I found that really interesting. So I wanted to kind of share that with you. So I am cooking it the same way that I cooked the other meals, by draining the liquid out of the meat pouch because it's sous vide, and then frying it in a pan for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add the sauce and just kind of heat it through. And then that's what my noodles are for, is to kind of like I'm going to use the gravy to go on top of my noodles. I'm excited to try these noodles. Like I really have kind of been craving that al dente kind of texture. So I'm hoping that I get that from these noodles. So just like the Kevin's Natural Foods labeled foods, it's supposed to be 3 servings in a package. So it's 5 ounces per serving. But at least for me, like that's just not quite enough. So I usually eat 1.5 of their servings, so 6 ounces. And that seems to be work a lot better for me. So one thing I note is if you look at this picture, there's like this big, beautiful mushroom here, right? And they're kind of in the picture of these nice, what are going to be like hardy mushrooms, right? You don't get that. It's just little pieces of mushrooms. Like I can't even show them to you because they're not even there. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a try. Now I did try the pasta already because I was checking to see if it was done. And it is like 90% of the way to like a traditional pasta. It's just a little bit like gummier, I think, but like barely noticeable. And I think once I have it like with my meat and my sauce, then like I'm just not even gonna really even notice it. And the flavor is actually really close to traditional like pasta too. It's really interesting. I'm really glad that I decided to try this. Okay, so I'm gonna get just a little bit of the pasta. It's actually quite a bit of pasta. That 2 ounces is quite a bit. I was actually thinking I could even eat just half a serving of this. Okay, so I've got some pasta and I've got some meat. Mm, I'm not really sure how I feel about the meat. I'm gonna try just the meat. Yeah, it's got almost like a not real food kind of sense to it, which I think it is. It says hold on, minimally processed, no artificial ingredients, and really it's just like I don't really see much on here that would be like not real food. There's some tapioca starch, yeast extract, and xanthan gum, really. And those are very low on the list, right? So I'm not really sure why I'm kind of getting this flavor. Maybe it just is the flavor of, I don't know, this. I guess I was looking for something with more mushroom. This tastes more like salty meat and like processed. Like I feel like it's something I would get at a fast food restaurant. So I'm not highly impressed with this one. It's not terrible. I can eat it, but I don't think I will buy this one again. It is 2 o'clock and I am ready for my second meal today. I am having another factor meal. So this one is loaded bacon shredded chicken with sauteed spinach, green beans, and ranch sour cream. So I cooked it and I can smell the bacon and like I feel like I'm not gonna like it, which seems weird. I like bacon. I've had it lots, but I don't I don't like it. Like I can't really explain what I don't like about it, but it's like it's just not right. And I had this with another meal. It was a pork tenderloin meal where I had like an onion bacon compote on it. And I really didn't care for that either. Like it was just like it was there and it didn't really add anything. And this too, I'm not really sure what's going on with our bacon, but I am finding that I'm not really caring for it. All right, so I'm gonna try the chicken with spinach. It's all like one thing. So I'm gonna try a bit of that. And I don't like it. And I'm honestly not sure that I can eat it. Um, Maybe it's the cheese. I don't know, but I don't like it. There's some flavor in there that is really, really unsettling to me. I'm gonna try the green beans. The green beans are okay. Um, I think they're probably just flavored with like some salt and pepper, and they're good and just fine. But I'm not gonna be able to eat that chicken. I gotta eat something else. All right, so I had two chicken nuggets left from the other day when I made air fryer chicken nuggets. So I've made myself a smaller Caesar salad with the chicken nuggets in it, romaine lettuce, spinach, Parmesan cheese, Caesar dressing, and the chicken nuggets. And then I made my other half of my sola bagel with my cream cheese, spinach, everything bagel mixture on top, along with some protein powder in there too. So this is what I'll have now. It's a little on the small side. I have a feeling I'll probably either need to eat a bigger meal later or I will, kind of have a couple more meals instead of just one. It is 6:30 and I am currently making the last meal of the day. I am cooking a ribeye steak in my air fryer. I did this a couple days ago. And then this time with it, last time I had a salad. This time I'm going to have some sauteed green beans that are sauteed in a little bit of olive oil and then salt and pepper. And I made sure to save room for a Hello Top bar. Um, these are just fantastic. They're so delicious. My only complaint is that like the chocolate falls off really easily, more easily than your traditional ice cream pop because I know that it can fall off easily too. But that's really my only complaint. So I always eat it with a plate so that I can catch that chocolate and eat it with the ice cream. So these are fantastic. I highly recommend them. I'm gonna have my steak and my beans. So let's take a look at how my day turned out. So I did end up eating some popcorn too. I had about half a bag of popcorn. So that is reflected here in my numbers on Fat Secret also. My calories are just fine. I'm at 1400. My net carbs are also just fine with 36. I'm under 50, so that's great. I really am not having any issues where like I am craving more carbs. Like I'm doing just fine with this under 50 thing that I've kind of been going with to make sure that I am getting enough nutrients. Really is why it ends up being that way, is because I'm really making sure I'm trying to get the nutrients in, which means that I tend to have higher carbs than I had been having. But again, it's not a problem. My sodium is a little higher than I would normally like, but it's not that big a deal. It's just one day. So I'm really okay. And it's not that much higher than I normally would like anyway. So my protein is 120. That's fantastic. So I had a great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.